Because I'll be able to buy gear if I need it. Phase 2. The operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Valbrand in the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take the field once more. The immortal flames shall strike Castrum Meridianum, and, by the way, a diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus blocked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staggering point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum and the northern Thanalan. Now, that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Frog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I'm told, is in low spirits, and it would do for our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. All right. Let's do it to it. Oh no. I don't have that one. That's where we head north. We've got Blackbrush, Nanawa Mines. Okay. Cool. Home stretch, guys. Castrum is next, then Praetorium. End of an era. I am going to finish 2.0 before 6.1. Close! Close! This is my last stream. Remember, Monday we'll be playing Guild Wars 2 because it is a 24-hour maintenance. So for anybody looking to play, remember, 24-hour maintenance prior to the patch. Oh, lick the crystal. Lick it. Lick it. Cool.
Oh, Private Derplander, yours is a most welcome presence here at Camp Blue Frog. Logistically speaking, we're ready to march on the Castrum Meridianum at any moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in Bloody, their minds are anywhere but. The garrison's mood is dark, so daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history, but with a hero such as you walking among them, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls.
There's no way this is bloodier than Cartno. Is there? It's the bloodiest battle in history. I assume the Calamity, I assume Cartno was way worse. Didn't, tons of people lose their lives at Cartno? Ooh, earrings that I'll never use. How nice.
Private Derplander, I mentioned that I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women in our garrison. Worry not. It is no unnecessarily laborious task we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in their midst would no doubt serve to restore them a measure of morale. So I ask this of you. Make your way to the ceruleum processing plant and report to General Raubon once you have arrived. And Godspeed, Private Derplander. Our troops are counting on you.
Just saying, and that was only 5 years ago? So they're like, oh my gosh, this is the bloodiest, not even in recent history. Don't understand. Come on. There we go. I don't have matching gear to you guys, I'm sorry.
Well, if it isn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about the camp here is grim at best. I was hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise the spirits some. Unfortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied with wallowing in fear and self-pity, and they have yet to even notice that you arrived. Might I ask you to make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement with those men and women whose spirit falters? I had a mind to do it myself, but I am quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Eldestein. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know.
Alright. Huh. The oft-rumored hero. Doubtless you will single-handedly save us all. Yeah, man. I got you. Come on, lady. Get up. Oh! Your stirring gesticulation has reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or not, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. Alright. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, come on. Whoa! The Garlands are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked is my name's day. Happy to have scared you, I guess. I'm fine, truly. Nothing to worry about. Just a mild case of battlefield nerves. I break my fast on the Guardians, and right now I'm very hungry. Alright. Last up's our lieutenant, right? There he is. I was just over here. Okay.
You would stoke my fighting spirit as you did our recruits? A kind offer, but hardly necessary, I assure you. The fire in my heart rages as strongly as it ever has.
Oh, yeah?
Rah! By Roger! Without my realizing it, the fire in my resolve had grown dim. But thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea.
More earrings.
You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this, I thank you. And now the time for the battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Raubon awaits you at Castrum Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Private Derplander.
Onward. This is the last and final stretch here. Is Praetorium immediately after Castrum? Am I basically just strapped into an hour and a half of non-skippable cutscene amazingness that may or may not be voiced, depending on how far into it I get? A lot of it's not voiced. The back half of Praetorium is.
Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by the news of the siege of Castromorians, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Report tell us that the Guardians offered fierce resistance, but that Admiral yielded them not one ilm. With Occidens, Marinum, and Orions thus suppressed, the third phase may finally begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Sentry. And that can mean but one thing. The hour is come to strike at the heart of the Gallian invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf.
My fellow Eorzeans, I am Menphilia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exists myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do now know, in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer Meteor Derplander. You all know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Meteor, however. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf, a true hero who never ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him.
Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianum as to afford Meteor and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. And the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of Ultima Weapon. All troops, prepare for battle!
I fear I can't accompany you at this time.
The inevitable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see.
No, though, I will be praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you.
We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades, for Eorzea!
Go now, Meteor, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Here we go. Average item level 42? Oh no! Alright. Let's go back to, I don't know what my current home point is. Limsa. Sure. I gotta go buy some accessories. Because I haven't been doing my class quests. Like, I don't even know if my class quest would be enough because my left side's really not that far off. It's that I have this junk equipped. So, job quests would help. But, like, I can also, like, I have some really crappy stuff on the outside. Search. Okay. Yeah, that gets to 115. Are they equipped? Are they unique? No. Okay. What's that do? Boom, 58. Was that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Fair enough. Charge on. While I wait, let me look at bracelets. 115s. Ooh, 50k. 50k! 50k! Don't need earrings. Alright. There we go. 74. Boom. Flew right through it. 74 should get me through the end of story. And then job quests will give me I-90 on left side, and then I can use poetics to kind of catch a lot of this up. And I think it'll replace my weapon. I may even have a better weapon. I have a level 49. Yeah, let's use that. $75. There we go. A little bit better. Not great, but better. Okay. Cool. So without diving into job quests, that gets me... So I'm already level 50. So am I like 51 or 52 by the time I'm done? What data center? I am on Oceanic. I'm going to level everything that was available in ARR up to 50 before I move on to Heavensward. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the patch content. But, like, I'll finish all of ARR before moving on to Heavensward. So I've never done Binding Coils for story. I cleared the fights back then, but I never paid attention to the story. I don't know the Crystal Tower story. Still, to this day. So, like, the big reveal in Shadowbringers... I was like, oh. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, I knew it! I don't know who that is. And so, like, my relationship with that character is only from that point on. I don't have any prior relationship with them. Yeah. And then I'd like to do all the class and job quests, which some of them I've done, and some of them I have not. Like, I did Thaumaturge back in the day, but it's been a long time since. So I'd love to go back through it. I remember liking it and wondering why MSQ was so slow compared to it. So. I wanted to create a character on Aether. Aether was locked at the time. And then, actually by coming over here, I've rode to 80, which has been really nice. Because I can get to level 30 while paying attention to the class story in, like, about 3 hours. Maybe a little bit less. And so, it's been really nice to be able to knock out basically an entire class quest in 3 hours. From level 1. Because at the beginning, with like Helm of Light and everything equipped, I get like, it's like 700% experience. So, by the time you do the level 1 quest, you're already level 5 or 7. By the time you do the level 5 quest, you're like level 11. By the time you do the level 11 quest, you're 15 or 16. Then you go to a leveling roulette, that makes you 25 immediately. You gain like 9 levels or something silly. And I don't know, it's a lot. And then you do your 20 and 25 quests, and that basically brings you to 30, just in time to finish your class quest. So it's really, really easy. No MSQ. Don't really have to do any fates. You do 1 leveling roulette and your class quests, and that's it. 6 minutes in. It is not filled in at all. You would think there would be people doing MSQ roulette. I'm sure there are people. I bet Praetorium's a faster one. The other problem is I'm at the end of my stream. And so the end of my stream always makes this slower because I'm on Oceanic. And so local time, it's... what time is it in Australia? So it makes it... Like, yeah, it's usually between... So usually when my stream's ending, it's between like 3 and 8 in the morning, which is like the deadest time all day. So it's pretty slow. Ridiculous. 50 crafted gear? Right side, yes. I bought 115s so that I could shoot right past it. I need like level 42 or whatever. I'm at 75. So I blew through it. I passed it. I blew past it with just the rings, and then I went ahead and bought bracelets and necklace too. And I used a weapon chest that I had. So that brought my weapon up to 49, which is not great, but it's good enough. Should be fine. Maybe if the entire party had this, they would be, and didn't know what was going on, it'd be slightly problematic. I do think that the Castrum is harder than Praetorium. In my opinion. I think there's a lot more stuff to kill, and people pull a lot harder. You can't pull that hard in Praetorium because there's all these like manual spots. Castrum will let you, I mean, it's one big instance, so you can pull, you know, huge sections in one go. And you can get wildly ahead of your healers. And, you know, there's all these spotlights and stuff that can be avoided, and people don't. So. Come on. I could go work on class quest, I guess. I just don't want to get rushed. I don't want to be in the middle of a cutscene and the dungeon pop. You think they're removing the back of Castrum? Yeah, I wanted to run all this one last time just in case. And I may run it over the weekend on my story character, just so that I have both versions. We'll see. Castrum will definitely change, for sure. In its tone. Praetorium's going to be drastically different. But Castrum will likely feel different. It would not shock me if they change it. They're changing Total Rock, they're changing Hawk Manor, so I don't know why they wouldn't mess with Castrum a bit. Just kind of tune things up a little. Get rid of some of the clumsiness. Now that trash doesn't give experience, some of the dungeons with more trash mobs kind of feel rough because your run quality can really vary. And so if they're trying to set rewards, it'd be nice if they were roughly the same amount of time, no matter which group ran them. In the trailer, it looked like they took a left. Oh, so you just go straight in and shoot the ships. You wouldn't do that big robot battle. So you would just come in and immediately turn left. Yeah, that would bypass that entire messy section where people die. Because that's the most common area for a wipe, outside of the initial area we get down to the bridge. Like, it's one of the two common areas for a wipe. Yeah, it's a lot of just standing around, too. And they're reducing it to 4 people, so it needs to be shorter and more reasonable. You can't pull that hard. Huh. There's some dungeons in Stormblood where you can pull pretty hard. But most of the time, dungeons have, like, walls. Yeah. Yeah, it could have been a cinematic choice in the trailer. Can I do dungeons? So it'd be in... So I'm in Thanalan right now, right? Can I see the dungeons? Because I don't think I can see... No, you can't see areas you haven't been. I don't think I can see the dungeons. Because I haven't been there. Fascinating. Thanalan. I didn't attune to that? Oh, no. All right. I don't know why we have 2 Aetherites here anyway. Doesn't really need to be there. You think it's fun to pull big? Yeah, it definitely makes the instance slower to pull big in Castrum. Because it makes Sid have to go back. Oh, I didn't lick this rock. I don't know why we have Aetherites this close together. Like, that's weird. Like, I explained why that it doesn't make sense to have one in Horizon. It doesn't make sense to have one here either. That's got to just be the wealth of the Ceruleum that makes it worth the risk. Yeah. I've been 12 minutes in. This is a terrible new player experience. This is a terrible new player experience. Because come next Tuesday, I would be able to just say, you know what, screw it, I'll just run it with NPCs. Because, like, so far I've been queuing with Chris, and, like, he's a healer and I'm a tank. And so, by bringing one of each, we're always the adventurer in need. And so we get pretty instant pops. But, yeah, if you can't run this with trust, you're stuck. This is awful. Because it says not a single other person's been found. Granted, like, this is a crazy, interesting time of day, right? Because I'm playing at a pretty crappy time of day for my data center, but still. Gross. That's awful.